This country has had the best performance of major developed economies, and we have some of the best prospects going forward, and that's why we should stay on course.
So how accurate is that statement? Well, it really depends what yardstick you're using to measure it. Let's consider unemployment. According to the OECD, Canada is ranked 5th on the list of the G7 countries for unemployment. Our unemployment rate is 6.8%. So that means that Canada has been performing better than Italy and France, but worse than the United States, the United Kingdom, Germany, and Japan. So that's one factor. It's not the only one. Consider GDP. According again to the OECD, and they're using US dollar figures here, Canada's GDP is $44,000 per capita, roughly on the same level as Germany's, significantly lower than that of the United States, about $10,000 lower, but higher, better than those of the other G7 countries. So Canada is not the worst, but it is not the best performer in the G7 by that measuring stick. What about Canada's prospects going forward? Really, in large part, that depends on the future of oil prices and the health of economies like China's. So here's something you may have heard and will probably hear a lot more about. That's the NDP proposal for a federal minimum wage hike to $15 an hour. It was actually brought up in the debate by Liberal leader Justin Trudeau. So let's have a listen to what he said and then how the NDP's Tom Mulcair responded.
He's misleading Canadians. He's giving Canadians who work in big box stores and behind checkout counters and in shops and coffee shops false hope.
Under our plan to introduce a $15 an hour federal minimum wage, over 100,000 Canadians will get a raise.
So what's the story with these numbers? Under Mulcair's plan, there are 123,000 federal workers who would stand to benefit from this wage hike. But it's true that there are also more than 1.8 million Canadians earning minimum wage who wouldn't benefit. That's because they're working in jobs where it's the provinces that set the minimum wage, anything from $10.20 an hour to $12.50. The only way they would get raises, too, is if the provinces somehow felt nudged to boost the rates because of the federal act. So it's not impossible, but the truth really is that only a minuscule proportion of Canadian workers would benefit from this plan. That's just a small sample of what we heard. They said a lot more. They will say a lot more. Many more words and facts to parse, not just now, but in the very long weeks ahead.